Hello everybody, welcome to JDC Studio. My name is Jacob, and this video I'm going to rank the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Soundtrack songs. Now let me tell you which songs I'm going to be ranking so there isn't any confusion. I am only going to rank the songs used in the original 48 courses, which is Mario Kart Stadium to Big Blue. So that's not going to include the introduction songs, the menu songs, the credit songs, or the songs used in the Booster Course Pass DLC courses, or the battle courses. However, if you do want me to rank these songs in a future video, please let me know and I'll be happy to do it. I'm also not going to be counting variants of certain songs differently, except for the 4 versions of Animal Crossing because I consider them different enough to be different songs. Also, sorry if at any point in the video I sound really congested. I don't know why, but I've been having allergies for the past month. I've been coughing a lot, and recently I've been having runny nose too. So if I sound off at any point, then that's why. Also, from now on, instead of writing my opinions on text, I'm going to be voicing them, because I found that when I voice them instead, that I'm able to express my opinions more clearly. So I'm going to do that from now on, but I might switch back over to text if I find that doing voiceovers take too much of my time. But with that out of the way, let's start the ranking. In last place is Baby Park, which I don't despise, but I also don't love. Something about the way the main trumpet melody was recorded just sounds kind of unpleasant, and the melody itself isn't one of Mario Kart's best in my opinion, but I do like that middle section a bit. Number 50 is Twisted Mansion. I usually don't like spooky sounding music or spooky sounding things in general, and this track is basically themed around that. Although I do think it's more impressive, if that makes sense, than Baby Park, so that's why it's not at the bottom. Number 49 is Dry Dry Desert. This song has the shortest loop I think of any Mario Kart 8 song, although I could be wrong. This does mean that the song is very short though, and although it's pretty cool, that does mean there's basically nothing to it. Number 48 is Royal Raceway. It's definitely got some iconic sounds and theming in it, but it's also nothing too special, and I wouldn't listen to it outside of the game very often. Number 47 is Yoshi Circuit. It's a very fun and upbeat song, and I like that, but it uses quite a lot of instruments, so the mix can get messy at times. Number 46 is Ribbon Road. It's very interesting that the original version of the song is in a different key than this remix, and I don't think Nintendo has done that anywhere else in this franchise, but it's a really cool change nonetheless. And again, the song is good, but there are better songs on the soundtrack. Number 45 is Mario Kart Stadium. It does a great job at being the first track with a really iconic melody and a cool interlude, though again, it's nothing too special. Number 44 is Yoshi Valley. This song seems to be themed off of a mix of farm and country, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I do remember enjoying the melodies in the second half when I was younger. Number 43 is Mario Circuit. I like how the song is basically a remix of Mario Kart Stadium with the same structure and main melody, but it's in a different key and has a completely different sound design. Really clever. Number 42 is Piranha Plant Slide. I can hear a lot of references to the OG Underground Mario level song, which fits the underground sections of the track itself, but other than that, I'm not a huge fan of the sound design. Number 41 is Bowser's Castle. It is a super epic track filled with rock guitars playing sick melodies. However, if you're not listening to it in the Bowser's Castle setting or general mood, then it's not necessarily one of the best on the soundtrack. Number 40 is Sherbet Land. I love the wintry vibe and the joyful melodies, and the track in general just sounds so wonderful. And there's nothing really to dislike about it, but I still think that the tracks I put higher are better. Number 39 is Water Park. I don't have a lot to say about this one, but I do like that the song stays interesting by including variety in the instruments and in the keys. Number 38 is Toad Harbor. This song is really nice with its guitar melodies, and it makes me feel like I'm outside on my summer day, maybe like by the beach or something. It's not the most special thing ever, but it is very enjoyable. Number 37 is Wario's Gold Mine. I really can't imagine a mine when I'm listening to the song. It's kind of hard to describe, but something about the instruments really captures that feeling well. It also captures a feeling of adventure, like riding on minecarts through vast caves. Number 36 is Music Park. This is another fun and upbeat one which has a groovy rhythm, and it also features this unique vibrant melody along with horns and a melodic guitar. It all ties together to create a great song. Number 35 is Animal Crossing Spring version. Although this is my least favorite of the Animal Crossing variations, it still uses its vibe very well, with the flute as the main melody, which is often accompanied with spring-type songs, and a wacky guitar and trumpet in the break section, which is all really fun to listen to. Number 34 is Bone Dry Dunes. I always found that name interesting because it just describes a landmark found in the track and nothing else, but don't get me wrong, it does fit. And the song is cool, with fierce drums and violin and guitar-like melodies. Number 33 is Excitebike Arena. It's really cool that this track is very uplifting and also very chiptune-y. It's also got a lot of racing genre tied into it, which makes sense for a crossover track of two racing games. Number 32 is Shy Guy Falls. Like Bone Dry Dunes, it's got those fierce drums and a melody similar to a violin, but not quite the same. And like Wario's Gold Mine, it makes me imagine people working in the mines. Or should I say, Shy Guys. Number 31 is Tick-Tock Clock. When I was recording the music, I saw a comment on Dave Zost's video by Rigatoni Joe saying that this song perfectly describes a well-oiled machine that, in the middle of the song, malfunctioned in the system, and at the end, right before the song loops, maintenance came to fix it. To add on, the constant sharp blazers and kit drums also make it feel like a busy workshop or factory. Number 30 is Animal Crossing Summer version. It's the version I'm the most familiar with, maybe because it's the most common in gameplay, but this one uses a violin for the main melody, cough cough, a real violin. And my personal favorite part is the end section with the really nice guitar interludes. Number 29 is Moo Moo Meadows. This is a simple yet effective song because the harmony and melody just makes me want to reflect over life and be grateful, while the percussion also adds some cool rhythm to the song. Number 28 is GBA Mario Circuit. It's a very fun jazz-centered piece with mainly trumpets and saxophones as the melodies, and a groovy, funky electric guitar in the background. In general, it's a very enjoyable song to listen to. Number 27 is Dragon Driftway. It's really cool that Nintendo, or whoever the heck wrote these songs, decided to combine the Chinese modern style with the typical Mario Kart style, and the best part is they did it really well, because both of the styles played a significant role in the song, and neither of them overcrowded or took over the other. Number 26 is DK Jungle, which has something very unique. A sick beat solo right at the beginning that's more than a second long. Unfortunately, it's not in the loop, but what it is an awesome adventure theme. By the way, if you know what that melody instrument is called, could you please let me know, because I have no clue. Number 25 is Sweet Sweet Canyon. This song gives off a happy, jolly feeling that is pretty hard to describe because I can't relate it to any other song I know, but it's definitely very uplifting, and it's all in all just another fun song to listen to. Number 24 is Donut Plains 3. This song doesn't have much variety in terms of instruments, and mainly sticks to the organs and percussion heard throughout, but hey, not all songs need variety, like this one, and I think it actually sounds good without it. Number 23 is Thwomp Ruins. These songs are really good at depicting the courses they play in. I mean, I might just be saying that because I pay attention to the music when I'm playing the game, so that when I listen to the songs, I can imagine the course. But these musicians are also very talented. This song also feels the most adventurous out of the OST. Number 22 is Animal Crossing Fall version. Like I said about Thwomp Ruins, all 4 versions of the Animal Crossing song really fit their seasons well, but this one does it even more for me than the last 2, because the pretty harmonica melodies, along with the soothing electric guitars accompanying the song, just make me want to go out for a walk on a day with nice weather, even if that isn't very common where I live. Number 21 is Animal Crossing Winter version. This one nails its vibe just as well as fall, but I do like it slightly better because every moment is just so magical, and it sometimes makes me wish that it was winter all year round. This might be helped by the fact that it's one of the calmest songs on the soundtrack, so it fits more for a Christmas or even credit setting than it does for a racing one. Number 20 is Mute City. This one really turns the table from the last one because it's much more fast-paced and frantic. To me, it sounds like an undercover superhero or detective theme that's extremely epic, which makes a super thrilling experience while playing. Number 19 is Wildwoods. This one is also very unique in that it has a very rare time signature, which is 5/4. To be honest, I don't think I know any other song in that time signature, but nevertheless, it is another beautiful song with its xylophones, background vocals, and wood melodies. Number 18 is Neo Bowser City. This is one of the most hyperactive and noisy songs on the soundtrack, and again, it's super thrilling during gameplay. It's also really cool that it features the melody from Toad's Turnpike, and I guess that's variety for the melodies since the song style is so much different from Toad's Turnpike's. Number 17 is Ice Ice Outpost. I like how the first half has a slightly unsettling key with the high synth melodies, while in the second half a violin takes over and it sounds more meaningful with more chords. The classic Mario Kart 8 electric guitars also sound really cool as background. Number 16 is Big Blue. Another comment I saw, this time by Sergeant Steve, said that this song sounds like a battle between a guitarist and a saxophonist, and I can agree that it does sound very epic like battles do, and maybe even like a finale, which makes sense since this is the last course before the Booster Course Pass DLC. Also, just in case I never make a video ranking the courses, I just wanted to say that Big Blue is currently my favorite Mario Kart 8 Deluxe course. Number 15 is Wario Stadium, now also known as Waluigi Pinball. They do use the exact same song, you know. Anyway, I think this song is really cool with another racing theme, some awesome melodies, some low organs, and a sick kicker beat in a portion of the second half. Number 14 is Sunshine Airport. This is a very likable song because of its positivity in the main melody at the beginning and just the overall vibe. I also like that in the middle section the key changes and the melody is then played by a lighter, pluckier synth than the one at the beginning before going back to normal. Number 13 is Grumble Volcano. I like how the two main sections of the song are very similar yet very different. The first section is in a half minor, half major key with an underlying bony melody gradually building up until the second section, which has a loud, fierce melody and is in a full minor key. The unique percussion can be heard throughout the entire song. Number 12 is Toad's Turnpike. Yeah, I think you can already tell that this is way calmer than Neo Bowser City, but honestly, that's why I like it more. The laid back and relaxed atmosphere of this song, especially in the first few seconds, is just so nice to listen to. It's not quite as calm as Animal Crossing Winter, but it is a good contender. Number 11 is Cheep Cheep Beach. Like Toad's Turnpike, it's very calm, but unlike it, it's rather bright than dark sounding, and it has more of a tropical style than an urban one, which is once again fitting for the track that it plays in. The main reason I put it so high is because I remember listening to it on the last day of elementary school and feeling super emotional, so that's a memory that I don't have with any other song in this game. Number 10 is Hyrule Circuit. I'm not super familiar with the Legend of Zelda games, but I'm pretty sure that the main melody is themed off of a song in that franchise, and it fits perfectly on the trumpet it's played on. Also, the last bit has the super grand triumphant sounding section, which is such a blast to listen to. Number 9 is Super Ball Subway. I like how the intro is super attention grabbing with a loud clear melody, while the rest of the song is very laid back with quieter, somewhat sweet melodies, and when the intro melody repeats, it's very quiet as well. This song also reminds me a lot of Super Bell Hill from Super Mario 3D World, which is another really nice sounding song in my opinion. Number 8 is SNES Rainbow Road. It's just an overall epic song with a thrilling intro and first half that has sick keyboard hits and background strings, and a clearer melody adds to that in the second half, along with more chords and tom fills ending every fourth bar. Just an overall blast. Number 7 is Cheeseland. The first 4 seconds of the song is easily the bobbiest thing in the entire soundtrack, yes, even more than the beat solo in DK and Jungle. And I don't know why, but the weird sounds in the intro sound like birds to me. The song retains its awesomeness as the saxophone comes in, and the electric guitars just make it 10 times more groovy. And the last bit is a straight up adventure. There's no doubt why this is one of my favorite Mario Kart 8 songs. Number 6 is Mount Wario. Right away, I gotta mention how cool it is that the artist created 4 different variants of the track to fit the 4 main sections of the chorus. The section that plays over lap 1 is in a major key, and the melody is played by a violin. In the second lap, the song turns minor and horns take over the melody an octave lower. The 2 sections that play over lap 2 have a key changing sequence that gradually builds on itself until the third lap, that follows a similar structure to the lap 1 section, but the melody is adapted to fit the minor key. I highly suggest listening to the medley yourself. It's really cool to see how the song evolutionizes. Number 5 is Dolphin Shoals. This one also has variants, 2 which play when you're underwater, and 1 that plays when you're over the water. The underwater ones are very tropical sounding and are much calmer, kinda like Cheep Cheep Beach, except that they don't have as much of a defining key, if that makes any sense. Meanwhile, the over the water sections are much jazzier with the saxophone melody and clear beats, and it's even half a step higher in key. Also, it might be worth mentioning that the section that only plays when you watch Dolphin Shoals reels on Mario Kart TV, the saxophone hits what's believed to be the highest note that anything in the Mario Kart soundtrack has ever gotten. Cheeseland actually got very close, but Dolphin Shoals definitely takes the crown for it. Number 4 is N64 Rainbow Road. The song starts strong with the whistle playing a few notes, broken by a giant trumpet chord, before the beats and low strings take it away. For the rest of the first half, a trumpet plays a happy, enjoyable melody, while in the second half, the key changes to the subdominant, and the trumpet plays a different melody that was later incorporated into the 3DS Rainbow Road song. For the last few bars, a saxophone plays some goofy, sillier notes before the song loops to the initial trumpet melody. Just another great song that is iconic and triumphant. Number 3 is Electrodrome. Fun fact, it's the only track name in the game with just one word. I found that very interesting for some reason, but about the track, it's one heck of a banger. It's themed around Electro House, which is probably my favorite genre, and is comprised of super sick sounding synth leads and pads. It takes an unexpected turn in the last section, changing keys multiple times and including more complex melodies. Also, I can't forget to say that the anti-gravity version of the song, which basically just drains out the music and adds in some super dramatic SFX, is probably one of the coolest things I've ever heard. Number 2 is Cloud Top Cruise. The intro of this song is, in my opinion, the absolute best intro of any Mario Kart song ever made. I mean, it's straight up off to the races. It's also the most triumphant song in the soundtrack, as it features a literal orchestra of strings and drums that play consistently throughout the song. The first half of the song is played by, yet again, another trumpet melody, but it's actually much happier than most of the songs that have a trumpet melody. After it disappears, a trombone plays an interlude that was actually foreshadowed in the intro, before some xylophones and keyboards repeat the melody an octave higher. And the rest is honestly fit for a movie trailer. But even still, it's not quite my favorite song on this list. Yep, my favorite song on the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe soundtrack is Wii U Rainbow Road, and it's because everything from the space theme, the explosive beats, the plucky, sparkly synth arpeggios, the epic melodic guitar leads, the classic middle of song key changes, and most importantly, the adventure it takes you on, is all so incredible to listen to together. Plus, it's probably one of the only songs on the soundtrack that never gets boring for me, and what could be better than that? Let me know. Thanks for watching this video until the end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, a comment, and consider subscribing if you want. I'm about to reach 100, and honestly, by the time this premieres, I probably will have already reached it. So thank you guys so much for that. I'm also planning to do an 100th video special and rank the top 100 songs on the No Copyright Sounds channel, better known as NCS. So that's something to look forward to. If you don't want to miss those, another thing I recommend doing is turning on notifications. It'll help you so that you won't miss it. Anyway, that's it for me today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!